Welcome everybody to a new series which is on a modded server. It is the VISOCraftWar Modded Server, so it's all about war with our mods here. And I recorded some footage with Nemsim the other day, and I want to show that to you, of course. But before we head into this, I want to explain quickly what is changing on my channel then for this series. So as you might notice, this series is online on Saturday. And Saturday was the tutorial day till now, and the tutorials will now go back to Friday. So from next Friday on, there will be tutorials on Friday again. Therefore, the World of Tanks series dropped out, so we have space for this brand new series, and it is really important that I get your feedback for the series, because I have no experience with mods in any way, and I need to know what you think about this. So do me a favor, go to the comment section and leave me some comments, and now enjoy the footage.
Now then, Peddy. This is VISOCraft, but not as you know it.
Nope.
This is the modded server for us VISOCraft gamers to have a play around with some of the mods. Yeah. And not only that, but we're also having a fight and at war, and are able to raid each other and do some sort of Hunger Games mini game style fighting on the server. We have a few rules to follow, but mostly it's no holds barred. After the grace period has expired, we can hunt each other down, raid bases, kill each other, steal stuff, blow things up, and everything like that. Should be fun.
Indeed. And it's actually the first time that I'm playing modded Minecraft. I've never touched any mods at all, and people have requested it a few times, or a lot of times on my channel. Why don't you start mods? And yeah, now I have you to show me some stuff with the mods, what I can do, what the mods is all about.
I think you'll be a natural at understanding the mods, to be honest. With your background in engineering and computer programming, you will have no problem at all. It's all a bit daunting when you first open up your inventory for the first time in a modded Minecraft modded pack, and you see that NEI, which is stands for not enough items, which is like the first mod that you encounter when you open up your inventory.
It's 161 pages of items.
I have 150 pages, but yeah. It's just like every item in the game is there. Originally, the mod was there to be able to cheat things into Minecraft.
It's originally the all your items, isn't it? From the very early days?
Yes, yeah. It became not enough items, NEI, from too many items, which was...
too many items it was, yeah.
Yeah, it was the cheat. Yeah, the cheat too many items, basically, to cheat things into your game. But then they turned it so that you could play... Bye, Peddy.
Oh, wow.
No, maybe now's a good time to introduce the morph mod.
Yeah, we're having a morph mod. When I kill a mob, I can morph into that mob, and that's quite cool, because we killed witches right away. Not witches, bats, it's called. And bats can fly, so it's pretty easy to get around in these worlds. It feels a bit like creative, but without having all the items.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so hello there.
The morph mod is pretty awesome. But the most OP thing, the most overpowered early game thing is kill a bat, and then you can fly. Because then you can just about explore and avoid everything else in the world. Yep. I'm just showing my viewers the list of things I've killed so far in the world. There's quite a few things that I could tell you about right now, but I think I'll save that for a bit of a story episode a bit later on. What I've been up to so far on the server. I've been fairly busy going out and doing things. We've done the basic punching wood and all that. This isn't vanilla Minecraft. It's not a series about vanilla Minecraft. We've still got the VISOCraft server for that. This is all about the mods. So we've... skipped ahead, and we've gone and done all the basic resource finding and found a base, and we're setting ourselves up. That's a freaky Enderman, that is.
Yeah, I don't even know what the name of this creature is.
it doesn't come up properly because it's not been coded into the mod properly to show up in the morph mod. Yeah. Fortunately, the morph mod can take any entity, as it were, that you can slay in Minecraft from other mods as well, and give you the ability to morph into them. It's pretty good at reading the abilities of the mods as well, the mobs as well. So you can then you're doing a crazy little dance for me. You can really put me off.
Go ahead.
So you can pretty much morph into any creature that another mod has created, including obviously the vanilla mobs, which is awesome. Your head just rolled.
Yep.
On your shoulders. Wow, that's crazy. Anyway, I'm going to look somewhere else. So what we're doing is we're basically going to be playing on this VISOCraft modded server for a good amount of time. It's probably going to end up being a mini series, and then there may be some sort of restart, and then we'll do it again in the future. But for now, we're treating it like a mini series, so it may not last very long, but we will have a lot of fun and make some interesting, exciting content for you guys while we're doing it. And then when it's over, we'll restart it and probably do it again if you liked it. Yep. I think, Peddy, you're a bit concerned that your viewers aren't going to be expecting modded Minecraft and all be put off by it.
Every time I've said that I don't want to play with mods really, because I like the vanilla, and that's still the case most of the time. I will play vanilla, and I guess it's the same for you. You're enjoying still the vanilla game.
Yep.
But you're playing modded too, and I saw a bit of it on your channel, of course. So I would try it out, and of course I need the feedback of the viewers if they want to see stuff like that. And yeah, we'll just start today with a few things. I found, or I heard about turtles, and I thought, yep, that's something that I want to try. So I have a few here in my ender chest, and I guess that's what we want to start with. And we found this epic island here with the nice tower on it, so I guess that's a nice place. We don't want to show off where it is, so people don't find us right away and destroy our base, but we really like this tower look, and we'll explore down there at some point.
We've got plans. I've already explored one of these dungeons that this tower leads down into, and it is quite an epic quest to get down there and get out safely. But there's some decent loot down there as well. So, not this episode, but an episode coming soon, me and Peddy are going to go and adventure down there and clear the place out and bring all the loot out. But for today, this episode, I think the first place to start in any modded series, especially for somebody new to mods, is to pick out one mod that they find interesting, attractive, and really go into detail about that mod as much as they can. And you've picked out the Computercraft mod, which involves turtles as one of the very basics of that, to program a computer in Minecraft to make it do something for you. So, should we go and mine a little hole somewhere around here in the morning?
Yep, we should have a sleep.
Have a quick sleep. I've got these things called sleeping bags from Open Blocks, which is another mod, and it's relatively cheap to make. It takes a bit of wool and a bit of carpet to make a sleeping bag, and you can literally have your bed anywhere, so it makes it day. So now we've got a nice safe place, nice safe little island. There's a bit of stone over here. Should we go and set up a turtle over here and just
Yep, I'll grab the turtle
show the viewers.
Show it. I guess I would just dig down a 2x2 hole, so we can start mining then down there, where the good stuff spawns. And by the way, the spawn rates are changed here too. We have lots and lots of ores, so we don't have to mine hours and hours, what you need to do sometimes in vanilla Minecraft. In here we have diamond ores with 20 diamond ore blocks.
Yeah.
And they're spawning at higher levels, and you will see it when we mine down. So these turtles are easy to craft. I will show it a bit later. And then they have these menus. Looks a bit like the console on Windows, for example. And I can just type in programs to see what programs are already on the turtle, so I don't have to program it now. And I can just do the excavate program here that Amsom showed me, and fuel it with some coal and do excavate 2 will create a 2x2 hole, and the turtle will dump everything into this chest.
A very, very efficient way of getting resources early game. And you only need a few bits and pieces which are really simple vanilla items to get hold of to make the turtle in the first place. And then it comes pre-programmed with the excavate and the tunnel, which makes it really, really useful early game to gather some resources automatically. I think the way Relentless has set up the server, the idea is that the mods in the pack are there for us to get guns and missiles and armors and fight it out and blow each other up and do all those sort of really cool, exciting things in a mini-game format. But if we lose everything, the ores are so densely packed, because there's another mod in the pack that makes the ore generation wacky. Just wacky to be able to get diamonds in like 100 diamonds in an hour easily, and tons of iron and all the resources you need to rebuild once you've been blown up. That's the general feel of it. So these turtles should come back with a fair amount of resources by going down here. In fact, they are going down into the dungeon as well and clearing out the dungeon, because we're right over the top of the dungeon.
Yeah. So we might
spoilers
get some
for the
stuff
dungeon
from there too.
Well, yeah.
All right, we are now mining in another position because the dungeon was really in the way, and I wanted to show you. Look at this, how many ores are already here in this little shaft that I just dug with my turtle. And I was a bit busy and maybe overdid it a little. What do you think? Did I? Look at this.
Well, we're going to use it all.
I've got a few turtles mining in this direction now, and a few mining in the other direction, and look at all the ores. That's, just insane. And I picked up some diamond ores manually from the floor and already got 27 diamonds. And, yep. Oh, they stopped all at this end. Let's see what they got. Oh, not so good.
They'll have a lot of cobblestone, but also plenty of good materials as well.
This one got 7 diamonds and lots of ores that I don't know what to use them for, but I guess we'll come to that point. And
yeah, we'll cover all that, don't worry.
Sword. Interesting. Ruby. And this one got a ruby too. But yeah, I quickly want to show you how to craft these guys if you are interested in playing a bit modded Minecraft to yourself. It's super easy. As I said, I just have to search down here, and then it's the... Which one is it? The digging turtle?
Mining turtle.
Mining. Oh, this one. So it's a turtle with a diamond pickaxe, which is not difficult to get because we have lots of diamonds here. And then the turtle takes a computer, a bit of iron and a chest, and the computer takes a bit of stone, a glass pane is this down here, and redstone. So potentially we could make armies and armies of turtles. Can you make turtles that craft turtles?
You can indeed, yes.
Oh, that would be funny.
There was a Computercraft challenge placed a while back for people who wanted to play around with Computercraft solely, just Computercraft on its own, to create a program that would, when a turtle was placed next to a tree on a particular map, it would do everything for you. You would literally just step back and it would make an army of turtles, a civilization of turtles in and around the map, and the winner was the person who got the most development out of the program.
That sounds like a fun thing to do.
Fun challenges, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what we can do with these turtles. I'm really loving them, and but I want to take also a little look into other mods, and I want to listen to your feedback, of course. So tell me what you think in the comments of the mods, which mod I should use. There will be a list of the mods that we are using in the description, of course. I don't even know. Nemsum tells me everything that I should do, so I'm just listening to him. And yeah, I guess we are going pretty well here. So yeah, I guess now we'll just pick up all the ores that we gathered and go back to our little tower. And you will show us what we can do with the ores.
Ore processing 101 coming right up.
See you in a moment.
Now then, so when you've finished digging out everything in the world with your turtle army, this is where he brings it. And there's a little rig here. It's a very simple starting thermal expansion system. A lot of people suggest going into Tinker's Construct as the first thing to double ores. But I find that thermal expansion is cheaper to get into and more easy to maintain, easy to use than the Tinker's Construct. Plus, it leads on into higher tier technology, which is very good as well. So this is a very simple setup. The chest to the side here has some steps over the top of it, so you can open the chest without spoiling the aesthetic look of the place. You just put all of your ore into there. Really, really simple. And then there's a pipe that takes ores out of the chest and puts it into this thing called a pulverizer next to it, which receives power from the engine below. So we've got some charcoal in there. It's a steam dynamo, so I'll just add water and it will make steam. And then that will be converted into power, which will power the pulverizer. As you can see, the pulverizer is currently full, so it's good. It's just not processing any ores at the moment. If we took, say, let's take half a stack of iron. Half a stack of iron into the pulverizer, and this little configuration tab on the side, the little green tab, tells us where things are coming from. So you can reset that to be blank all over, or you can just go and cycle through. So the top square, you can say it's going to have blue top, and blue is the input, what's going to actually be pulverized. So we can change that to be whatever we want, and it will register that as that is the slot. So as you can see, there's blue, there's red, which is everything from that top slot produced, the primary produce. Yellow is everything in the secondary produce, and orange is all produce. And then there's blank as well, of course. So you can put items into a pulverizer from any direction that you select as blue. And you can extract, or it pushes out from the pulverizer into any adjacent inventory, which is why we've got this little chest here. And the chest then receives the pulverized iron and pulverized other things. The ferrous metal is a byproduct. There's like 10% chance per ore that we process of getting some ferrous metal ore as well, which is good. The best thing about this pulverizer is it doubles the ores. So for every one iron ore that gets put in there, if I just turn the output off for a minute, if you have a look, every one iron ore that gets processed makes 2 pulverized iron. And then that pulverized iron just goes straight into a furnace in the same way as iron ore would and gets cooked into ingots. So every iron ore gets doubled up into 2 iron ingots in this way. And I've got a similar little system here with the redstone furnace, which takes power. Currently doesn't have any power, but let's put a couple of bits of coal in and get some steam on the go. It's very quick to heat up. And then that'll start powering the redstone furnace, which is then going to cook this cobblestone for us. Or, in fact, it will take the iron and start smelting the iron up. So each one of these pulverized iron is worth an ingot, which will then go into the chest next to it and just get stocked up in there. Really simple system.
As a normal furnace?
A redstone furnace is slightly quicker. If you have a look at the arrow, the progress arrow.
Yeah, the iron is quite fast, but...
Yeah, it's going quick. And it does all pulverized materials at the same speed. That's the speed it works at.
And now we have copper. That's also copper. Why do we have 2 types of copper here?
There's normal thermal expansion copper, which is what we've been processing. But as soon as we make that into a block, and because I processed some and made them into block form earlier, it turns it into a block of galactic craft copper. Okay. But then I break it down in the same way. It's just the same as making an iron block. You can make a copper
silver,
block.
we have lead, no idea what that is in real.
Lead.
Lead, okay. Gold, of course we know. Ferros.
Yep, that's a special one that we need for thermal expansion machines. High-tech thermal expansion.
I guess I know what tin is in real life.
Yep.
And yeah, that's already it, what we got here. So lots of metals that you normally have in the real thing. You might know it from the elements in chemistry, maybe.
Yeah, they're all sort of derived from real world stuff. They're just other ways of getting other ores besides iron and gold, which is all Minecraft has. And there's obviously other ores and materials in the world, so mods add in various metals that they can then use. There's some mods that add fantasy metals, some mods that only use real world metals, like steel is a metal that we can make out of the basic irons, and they're like, you gotta be careful you don't die doing that. It looks like you might be 4 tall and you're suffocating. As a chicken, you're suffocating a bit as well. You're coming out of the suffocation. But this is a really straightforward setup. I'm going to make a much more advanced version of this setup so that we can process all the things your turtle army's created. This is like the workload from just running the turtles a few times. Just a bit. There's quite a lot for this one pulverizer to get through, because it can only process one type of ore at a time. So at the minute, it's still processing iron ore, but it can't get rid of the iron ore fast enough to do what it needs to do. So I'm going to have to set up something more advanced, more intricate, with more things and stuff going on to make it faster. And also I need to sort out the power supply better, because restoking these engines is a bit of a pain. But I'll do that between this episode and next episode, when I'll be taking this chicken down into the dungeons below so we can go and do an adventure and let's do some exploring. You up for that, Peddy?
Yep. So,
all right.
see you next time.
See you later, folks.